Hello everyone, today is October 25th, 2025, and we're diving into a wild, imaginary winter forecast for the UK. These models aren't real predictions, but they show something extraordinary, one of the coldest, snowiest winters ever. Picture a winter that starts early, brings relentless snow and ice, and refuses to leave. This scenario would be talked about for years, changing daily life across the country. The model comes from the climate forecast system, which sometimes shows extreme possibilities. This run reveals a rare pattern, a winter colder than most of us have ever seen. Snow would last for weeks, not just days, with Arctic winds sweeping in. It's a winter straight out of the history books. Let's see how this epic winter could begin. The story starts in late November when weather maps look very different. Normally we get mild, wet weather from the Atlantic, but here, a huge high-pressure system blocks that, pulling down cold air from the north. This is the first sign of a dramatic change. What if this really happened? How would we cope with months of snow and ice? We'll go month by month through this extreme winter, seeing how the cold builds and life is turned upside down. So, brace yourselves. The first hints of the Great Cold appear in late November. A powerful high-pressure system in the Atlantic blocks the usual mild winds. At first, the UK gets dry, cold days and sharp frosts at night. The mornings are white with frost, a crisp warning of what's coming. Soon the high pressure shifts toward Greenland, changing our wind direction. Now cold air streams in directly from the Arctic. Temperatures drop steadily, and the chill deepens. The first snowflakes arrive as northerly winds pick up moisture from the sea. Northern and eastern UK see the first significant snow, enough to cover the ground. Hills and cities wake up to a surprise dusting. People bundle up, heating goes on, and wildlife starts to struggle for food. Roads become icy, and drivers must be careful. This is just the beginning. The weather is sending a clear message. This is no ordinary November. It's the start of a long, cold journey. The fun of winter has truly begun. Animals and people alike prepare for what's ahead. The UK braces for a season unlike any other. The first snow brings excitement, and a hint of challenge. Winter's warning is here. December arrives, and the cold pattern intensifies. High pressure near Greenland acts like a giant fan, pushing freezing Arctic air our way. Early December brings strong northerly winds and frequent snow showers, especially in the north and east. Snow starts to build up, day after day. The first week is a mix of cold, frost and fog, making travel tough. Hard frost covers everything, creating a beautiful but slippery landscape. Temperatures stay near or below freezing, day and night. As Christmas approaches, the cold doesn't let up. The model shows a likely white Christmas for many, not just the Scottish mountains. Waking up to fresh snow would be magical, but travel would be difficult. After Christmas, the cold deepens further. The high pressure strengthens, and low pressure to the east brings even colder winds. The month ends with deep snow in many areas and the promise of more severe weather in the new year. December sets the stage for a truly extreme winter. The UK is blanketed in white, and the cold is relentless. Life slows down as the country adapts to the harsh conditions. The snow keeps coming, and the cold only grows stronger. December is just the beginning of this epic winter. The real challenge is yet to come. January brings a new level of cold. A massive, unmoving high-pressure block south of Greenland pulls down bitter Arctic air. Temperatures struggle to rise above freezing, even during the day. Any passing weather system now means trouble. A low-pressure system moves down the North Sea, picking up moisture and dumping heavy snow on the east and southeast. Snow falls for hours, blowing into deep drifts and burying towns and cities. Life becomes difficult and dangerous. Nighttime temperatures plunge to -10 or even -15 degrees Celsius. Pipes freeze, farmers worry, and wildlife battles to survive. People are urged to stay indoors as the country is gripped by an Arctic blast. The snow doesn't melt, it just gets deeper. The UK starts to resemble Siberia, with a beautiful but hazardous landscape. The power grid is strained as everyone tries to stay warm. January becomes the coldest month in memory, and the snow isn't finished yet. The relentless cold tests everyone's endurance. Communities pull together to cope with the challenges. The big freeze is in full force. The country is transformed by snow and ice. The worst may still be ahead. The second half of January continues the snow story. The megablock in the Atlantic keeps cold air flowing into the UK. Multiple low-pressure systems spin around, dumping snow across the country. Even the south and far west get heavy snow, with London and the southeast hit hard. Travel chaos follows. Airports close. Trains stop. Roads are impassable. No part of the country escapes. The snow just keeps piling up. By the end of January, some areas are buried under meters of snow. Villages are cut off, and helicopters deliver supplies. Life is about staying warm and safe, with schools closed and many unable to work. The UK is in a state of shutdown, blanketed by relentless snow. January ends with the country transformed. February brings a brief hint of change. A southwesterly wind tries to push in, bringing slightly milder air for a day or two. Some snow melts, and people hope the worst is over. But the cold isn't done yet. The high-pressure block quickly returns, this time to the northwest, bringing back freezing winds from the northeast. The -10-degree line sweeps over the country again. The cold wins the battle, and the deep freeze returns. Another low-pressure system brings heavy snow to the west and southwest, blanketing Wales and the West Country. The snow cover becomes even more widespread. Short, weak attempts by milder air are quickly defeated. High pressure builds over Scandinavia, setting up an easterly wind, the infamous beast from the east. After weeks of cold from the north, now comes bitter cold from the east. February ends as it began, cold, windy, and snowy. The UK remains locked in winter's grip. The snow keeps coming, and the cold refuses to leave. The battle between mild and cold is decisively won by winter. The country braces for more challenges. Spring feels very far away. March is supposed to bring spring, but not this year. The high pressure over Scandinavia keeps a bitter easterly wind blowing. Cold, dry air from Siberia sweeps across the UK. Early March temperatures remain well below average. The ground is still frozen, and deep snow lingers. Sunshine is weak, and any melting quickly refreezes into ice. Huge snowdrifts block roads, making travel dangerous. The country remains paralyzed by the cold. Hospitals see more injuries from slips and falls. Daily life is a struggle, even as the calendar says, spring. The model run ends in early March, but the deep freeze continues. This winter lasts over 3 months, historic in every way. The cold finally begins to ease, but the memory will last a lifetime. The Great Freeze of 2025-2026 becomes a legend. The UK will talk about this winter for generations. The struggle and beauty of this season are unforgettable. Spring's arrival is slow and hard-won. How does this imaginary winter compare to real ones? The UK has seen legendary cold before, like the winter of 1962-63, the daddy of cold winters. That freeze lasted from Christmas to March, with frozen seas and rivers. Snow stayed for months, villages were cut off, and helicopters brought supplies. Another famous winter was 1947, known for relentless snow and floods when it finally melted. These past winters show that extreme cold and snow are possible with the right patterns. Our model run borrows from both. The long-lasting cold of 1962-63 and the heavy snow of 1947. It adds its own twist with a megablock and cold from the north, then the east. This combination makes it one of the most extreme scenarios ever imagined. It's a winter that could rival or even surpass the old days. The UK would be tested like never before. History shows we've faced tough winters and survived. This imaginary winter would set a new standard. It's a reminder of nature's power and unpredictability. Could we handle a winter like this again? What would life really be like in such an extreme winter? Travel would grind to a halt, roads, railways, and airports closed. The UK would feel isolated, even within its own borders. Homes become refuges, with heating a top priority. High energy costs would hit the vulnerable hardest. Frozen pipes and empty supermarket shelves would be real worries. Communities would need to pull together, checking on neighbors and sharing resources. The economy would suffer, with businesses closed and supply chains disrupted. Only essential services would keep running, facing huge challenges. Clearing snow and repairing damage would cost billions. Recovery would take time, but there would be moments of beauty and fun. Children would enjoy sledging and snowmen, and communities might grow closer. The snowy landscapes would be breathtaking. This great freeze would remind us of nature's power and the need to be prepared. It's a fun but sobering look at how weather can change our world. Always respect the winter.